Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems and welcome to another MX vs ATV Reflex Custom Track gameplay, where today I'm going to be playing, it's called Track 1 by JD911, and I'm just going to do 10 laps. I think is enough. It's not a terribly long track. It's a Supercross track, as you can see, but it does its job, I feel like, in creating what feels like a long track out of a short track. There's only really like 3 rhythm sections, a whoop section, a couple triples and stuff like that. But in general, it feels kind of long, and like I said, I think that's just because of the different options, possibilities, whatever you want to call it, in the track. So I'll start off by saying that I really like this track, and there are many options, as I said. And what I'm pretty much going to do for the first like 3 laps is just establish lines, like not try to go too crazy or anything, but just like lay down a foundation for me to be able to hit stuff a little bit later on. Because some of these rhythm sections are really freaking difficult, and unless you have like the perfect setup in the corners, it's not going to go your way. So that's why I'm kind of coasting around, showing you some of the lines that are possible in these rhythm sections, but not doing anything too wild and crazy. But like I said, it's not that long. Like I was less than a minute for that first lap, and it kind of feels like it could be a little bit longer with the way that the rhythm sections flow. So I like it personally. I like the way that it feels. And once you get those lines laid in, it's got a really good natural flow to it where you can connect the lines pretty easily. One of the coolest parts of the track is coming up right here, actually. So you go through this whoop section right here, and you saw me go inside the first lap, but you could also go outside, swing around, double, and then you could cut inside again, but the line is really to go outside here, and it's way out here, but the whole point is to be able to triple up onto that tabletop. And I didn't get it very cleanly, but you can see kind of where you're supposed to go through the rest of that rhythm section. So like I said, once I get these lines kind of buried in a little bit more, I'm going to try to bang that triple out at least once in this race. You'll see some of the possibilities, because pretty much every section has a different selection of lines you could choose. Like I could land off the finish, cut in tight right here, and then double into this. And then I pretty much have to double all the way through. I think I could maybe triple that. But if you go outside, obviously it's 3-3-2. Then through here, it's pretty straightforward. You can kind of go outside right there, but it doesn't help you. Maybe carry a little bit more speed through that section, but like I said, it doesn't help you a whole lot. What I've really been trying to nail down with this track is if you cut in here and then double this, you're supposed to, I think, be able to go single over table and then triple, which I just can't get, and then triple up onto the tabletop. So that's kind of a rough version of it, but I think you're supposed to be able to do that somehow. I can't, obviously, because my reflex playing abilities are, well, quite honestly, very poor. But someone with a little bit more talent in this game can probably bust it out no problemo. Yeah, it's a pretty fun track. I don't know personally if JD911 has made other tracks before or not. I'm not that well inclined with the community per se, but it doesn't seem like he's an absolute rookie, because he has some pretty good ideas when it comes to style and flow of tracks, and jump shapes look to be pretty good. I think the whoops are some of the best whoops I've ridden in this game, the way that they kind of hold you in straight. Like I can come into him sideways and straighten out, and it still works no problem. Let's try to bust this line out. You go on, off, then you triple, and then quad into the corner. So that's clearly a pretty fast line. The only problem about that line is the section before it, you have to basically shoot yourself in the foot at any possible pass or anything like that. You waste so much time by going so wide in those couple corners. And you don't have to go wide and then double single. You could go inside and then just double to the outside, which I guess I could show off next lap. But it just seems like the flow of the track is to cut back across like I've been doing. Could be wrong, but that's just my personal thoughts on it. So yeah, just decided to launch up Reflex today, downloaded this track to give it a go as I normally do with some of these tracks, and it turned out to be pretty fun. I actually spun like maybe 20 laps on this before even playing it, and I totally just forgot what I was going to do in this section, so whatever. just take the same line I have been taking. Jump out here, spin it around. Didn't get the greatest drive, but you can still pop onto that pretty easily. Triple over that, and then this quad is actually kind of tough, but if you get it right, it's not too bad. Tried to swing down the inside of that corner, but clearly you have to go to the berm in a lot of these sections. But I like that section before the triple too, because I know if I can triple into it, I can quad out, and it's definitely the fast line, but it's really freaking hard to do. Otherwise, you can double in and then single over table, and then just kind of double out, or double in and then on off, and then it's kind of like a single out instead of the little poppy double. It's a little roller. So there's multiple options. Like I said, that's one of the more enjoyable aspects that Supercross provides, is to be able to not just do the same line over and over again. So cut down to the inside here, and like I said, you could double to the outside. So I'm gonna cut back to the inside again because I messed it up. So you could go single over table, but then it pretty much just sets you up to double all the way through this rhythm section, which isn't slow, but it's obviously not the fast line. Oh my gosh, I just can't seem to pop that triple. Still not the worst line right there. But I know if I got that triple clean, I'd be able to quad all the way out of the section into the triple, no problemo, which should feel so cool, so fast, so clean. But obviously I'm not talented enough to be able to pull that. Ooh. Environment-wise, this track isn't the most visually appealing. It has like kind of a sand track look to it with the way that the dirt is laid out, and obviously the track deforms pretty quickly, to be honest. But I don't think it's bad. You know, if the track plays well, which this one I think does, then you don't have to have the terrain outside of the track be perfect. Looks like there's some freestyle ramps. I'm not too sure if there's a free ride track that goes with this. The one I downloaded was just a Supercross track. But it looks like there's a little fun free ride off to the right side there, which is cool. I like when creators include like little, I wouldn't call them Easter eggs, but like additions to that. Instead of just the track and nothing else around it, they try to do a little bit more of, add some hillsides so you can do some cool transfers or whatever. One of these days I'm going to be good at Reflex again. I feel like I was really, really good when the game came out and I played it a lot, but that's going on over 8 years ago, 9 years ago now. And I did play it a lot until maybe like mid-2010. And you could ask my fiance that, because that was when we first got together and I spent a lot more time playing this than I did hanging out with her, pretty much. So she'd respond honestly, of course, and say that I didn't hang out with her enough, but hey, it worked out in the end, right? And always gotta pick a winner when it comes to a wife, and she was just like A-okay with me playing motocross video games and or going riding in real life. Remember the first time I actually went racing while I was with her, like we were a couple, and I finally went racing, because I hadn't been racing for like a couple months when we first got together. I went racing this one time, and she got all kinds of pumped about it, because she'd never been to a motocross race. She'd never been really anywhere that involves dirt bikes on a track. She'd been to the desert, but never seen a race. So she wanted to bring her friend, and then she even like made these little hats that had my initials on it, like kind of silkscreen hats. Like they're not really like she went to a store to get professional hats done or anything. She just like made these little hats that you could iron press on. I just thought it was funny. It just made me feel like, I guess, a little bit more special, like that she cared that much to not only go to the race, but like be so supportive that she wanted to get like a tire that said my name and stuff. And I'm not like a professional level motocross rider or anything along those lines, so it wasn't like I was going to race at Redbud and she was trying to look all cool for the crowd or anything. I mean, it was at Glen Helen, but it was still just like I'm all by myself in the pits, riding my own race. Like nobody paid much attention. But yeah, she was a keeper, is a keeper. That is for certain. Let me see if I can try to at least one more time. I'm gonna hit this line twice, but try to maybe bust that triple out in this rhythm section, or not. What I wanted to do was go to the inside and try to triple, and then triple again, and then triple on, and triple out, or triple on off, I should say. Not gonna make that work though. This has been by far the worst lap I've done. It's like the track is grooving in and I'm getting progressively worse. It's usually the status quo of my MX's ATV Reflex skill set. One more lap to go. Let's see if I can put down at least one burner. Try to bang out a big line in that rhythm section. If I can. I'm gonna try to get a 52 to match my number on this last lap. And I think I can do it. Who else thinks I can do it? Comment below before this video ends if you think I can do it. It's looking pretty saucy so far. I'm gonna be sneaky, take the inside line here, and then double to the outside. And got stuck in the tough blocks. That is probably gonna ruin my chance at a good lap time. Nope, that is, because I'm not going to get the rhythm section clean. It was looking really good up until that point, and then it all just came unglued big time. And I was never able to pop this triple in. It's pretty much a story of my life when it comes to playing Reflex. Always was worse than every person I played with since I started playing custom tracks in this game. But hey, custom tracks are still fun, and this one is also very fun. Would recommend downloading. Track 1 by JD911. Hope you guys like this video. Hit the description to download the track if you want it. And I hope to see you guys in our future videos. So long for now.